just sitting in the truck, warming up a bit. Went through 2 years, for the most part, dealing with this type of shit when we first got this place, and I said it for a long time, and especially over the last year. So I can't do any more winters like this, and I couldn't do it when we had electricity and running water. I just couldn't do it anymore. It's only been 3 days, and I'm just done. I'm done playing Survivor Man. Basically, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm at the point I don't give a fuck about what happens to this house. I just want it gone, and I want to be away from here. Tired of being alone all the time, and I'm tired of people telling me, like, oh, I don't understand, what is it? I don't know why certain people treat you a certain way or do certain things. Well, yeah, you do, because you raised them to do it. You raised them to hate their dad. And you took part in this hatred, and you helped destroy my life. And the downside is I let you do it because I thought y'all weren't like this. So I get an answer for my stupidity too in this situation, and I am. Because I keep allowing the wrong people to be in my life, to take part in it, and dictate things when I need to take that away from them, basically. Some people don't realize, and if they do, how much fucking damage and control they've actually had over my life. And I recognize I let them do it, because not only did I love them, I thought they were, like I said, I thought they were better than that. I obviously have a higher, well, I should say had, a higher view of them than they ever did of me. I just know I can't speak in defense for people who was never there on my behalf. I just can't do it anymore. I can't do any of this anymore, really. I'm that burned out. This morning I started going through a really bad, like, mental breakdown. I'm right there. It's like all this shit, and it just doesn't fucking stop. And not a fucking person around that genuinely really gives a shit. And the people who realistically need to fucking correct their shit, isn't just me. It's those people who helped create this fucking problem, going around talking shit. My 2 boys, my older one's mom, all that. The shit talking did some serious fucking damage. And not one has a backbone to fucking not just be like, I was really wrong, but has the backbone to even try undoing the damages that they created. I know my oldest boy is getting off on this stuff. He enjoys this stuff like his mom does. They get off on hurting people, and then they want to act like they're being sympathetic. Because really, they want to be able to listen to you hurting firsthand. They want to see you in pain firsthand. They enjoy it. And if they don't like me saying that, maybe they should think about what they've been doing nonstop for nearly 5 years. I'm just really done and tired of this shit. I got enough funds on me to go get a gallon of gas, so yeah, I can get the chainsaw going and cut up the wood and all that. But I look at that tree, and I know that after last night, I don't have enough firewood there to go a month. So it's going to involve a series of nights where I'm going to have to go without a fire to stretch that firewood out. The fact that my body is not doing okay with this excessive amount of stress, mental and physical, and it's nonstop. It's been daily, constant, basically. It wasn't until I got my folks' place I basically shut everyone out, started shutting people out, and I intentionally started doing things to myself, like in the sense of like going on my walks, doing that type of shit. This is the last fucking thing I've wanted to do and wanted to deal with right now these days, and they know this. That's why I'm heavily considering not bothering with cutting up the tree. And just sort of accepting the reality that I'm not wanted. I really don't have anybody around that actually really does love me. And I'm just tired. Tonight's going to drop down to 21, 22 degrees. And then tomorrow will be around 20. And I'm just at the point I'm ready to just go to sleep and not wake up. I'm burnt out. They won in this sense. They won. When it comes to hurting somebody really fucking badly and doing some serious fucking damage, they won. And they can sit and laugh and smile about it, but I'm considering letting them have what they want. If they want to see the absolute destruction of a life because it gets them off, I'm thinking about letting them have it. This isn't a life to live. I didn't go around lying and cheating on people. I didn't go raising my kids to hate their other parent. I didn't go alienating anybody from their friends and family. I didn't even do anything really to actually deserve this level of fucking treatment. What I did wrong is I became disabled. And they have a hatred for disabled people. Not just words, but actions scream it loud and clear. And yeah. I actually don't know if I'm going to bother going and getting gas for the chainsaw or any of that, and just sit here and basically wait for the inevitable. I had my head fucked with it really fucking bad, and a lot of people got to watch it on here. Sadly, about half those people are associated with them. Pretty damn sure of it, and they're just getting to get the enjoyment of watching somebody suffer so severely because of two little boys who are supposed to be grown-ass men, and one of their moms have done nothing but make it pretty much a life's mission to destroy their own dad or significant other, as in her destroying my life. I can hold out until this house sells. Yeah, everything flips and it's great. But I'm at the point I don't give a shit. For me, it's never been about material things and fucking money. I'm not money driven. And as corny and as tacky as it sounds, I'm love driven. When people treat me like shit to try and get what they want, I'm not going to do it. In fact, what they're going to get is somebody who's going to start breaking down, start shutting down, and you're going to destroy life. That's what you're doing, and that's what you're getting. And I'm at this point, I'm done and I'm tired. I've dealt with enough, and sitting here alone all the time again, the way I was the last 4 or 5 years, I'm done. I would much rather go to sleep tonight and not wake up in the morning. And simply freeze. I don't want to keep doing this anymore, and I don't want to keep dealing with it anymore. I don't have it in me to get through another winter. And I just don't know what else to do anymore. I can keep fighting and keep going, but I really don't see a purpose in it. I just don't. And what I hate is that at times it feels like my family is just as involved. See, every year about this time of year, shit gets pulled. Where I have like a week to get the house prepped for winter. And then in that time period, I'm supposed to somehow get enough firewood to get through winter. I have never been able to do that since getting this house. I've not once been able to do that. And so I'm pretty much throwing my hands up in the air right now and I'm giving up. And I'm looking around at this place and all I see is nothing but hatred here. Nothing but fucking pain, and how much somebody lied to me, used me, cheated on me, stole from me. Even my own kids helped in this process. That's why I want nothing to do with them. The only people right now in my family I genuinely, like when it comes to people I have contact with, like physical contact, that type of thing, or even verbal, the only people I realistically want any connection with right now is my parents. And my brother, my one brother, and then my buddy Nate. Even though none of them were there when I really needed help all this time, and nobody's still there. They're the only ones really that really lent moral support through a lot of things. It's only not until the last couple months that some of these various friends of mine that I haven't seen in a lot of years or haven't talked to in a long time because of this relationship and their jealousy bullshit, that I've regained some of that moral support. It's just, it's kind of turning into the little too late type thing. I got one piece of wood and one chunk of round wood, and that'll be pretty much what I got to burn tonight. I'm just not doing this anymore. This isn't a procrastination thing. This is straight up, I'm fucking done. I'm burned out. And I really do hope karma knocks on the door of every person that took part in this. No, I don't like seeing anything bad happen to people I care about, even people I don't know who the fuck you are, and you're still taking part. People I've met for 5 minutes, and that's about it. And then there are those who are taking part that really don't have any clue, but people's shit talking. And yeah, because I'm having to sit here in the truck to try and regain some warmth and, you know, charge this up, stuff like that. It's going to be at a point very quickly I'm not going to have the fuel to really even get to town. This is where this situation I'm left at, and part of me even feels like even my own dad's a part of it at this point. Like, yeah. Even though he's been the primary one helping. Like, he's been one of the only people that's been helping me out through a lot of this shit. And he's stretched out at his wits too on things. And I don't like going to my folks, go, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And I'm tired. I'm genuinely tired and burnt and just done. I've been trying to just stay positive. I'm trying to just tell myself that, you know, things are going to get better soon. I don't know that. I mean, they'll get better. But soon, I don't know that. Because I've been sitting here for 5 months now. Not necessarily at this house, but I've been stuck homeless for the last 5 months waiting for this fucking shithole to sell. So I can finally restart my life somewhere else and actually have some sort of start for once. But even though the finish line in essence is right there, I'm done. I'm done. I cannot do another winter of this. Thanks for watching.